How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
How was your week since last time I saw you?
It was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Really, really good. As I've said before, it's like having this out to my wife. It's like, man, it's like the greatest feeling in the world.
I think it's a lot better at home.
Yeah, not only is it better at home, but it's like I've been feeling like I've been living with the weight of the world on my shoulder because I've been keeping this from her for so long, and now it's like I don't have to, and it's awesome.
Good. Do you feel like channels of communication are more open and clear and?
Yeah, they are. Now that it's out, it's like all the things that I'm worried about and I've been stressing about, and I wish I had answers to. I'm able to just kind of tell her and ask her what she thinks, and she gives me a good, honest opinion back. And it's not like I'm trying to hide from her or anything like that. It's like we're out. It's almost like we're an actual normal married couple. So. Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm so glad that she was able to join us last session, and that you do have her support.
Which is crazy because, it was a lot easier to convince her than I thought it was going to be. To be honest with you, we had kind of talked after our last session when we had got home that night, and I think it's because it's not like I was out there maliciously trying to get high for fun or anything like that. I used to smoke a little bit of weed in high school, like I told you, but nothing like that. I've never done real drugs, like to try and get high or anything. I never knew that I liked them until the doctors put me on.
Right.
It was, I was in so much pain. You know what I mean? I was prescribing it. It's the only thing that made me feel better. And she gets it. It's not like I was out there trying to be a jerk and getting high on purpose. She totally understands, and I don't know, man, now that I think about it, I don't know why I made such a big deal out of it and hiding in the first place, but,
well, you know what, you were feeling a little down. This is the first secret that you've kept from your wife, so it's totally understandable that you kind of were confused as to how to talk to her about it, and a little confused as to how to move forward with it, so I'm glad that we were able to figure that out in our previous sessions, and now she knows, so that's so great.
Yeah, you've been great.
So now that you have her support, I know in a previous session you talked about your parents and your sisters and how they're also a big part of your life. Are they still people that you want to consider telling to kind of be in your support corner, or are you feeling confident enough that you want to move forward with treatment with just your wife and your box?
So I had given that some thought. And as much of a revelation it's been open in those lines of communication, like you said, with my wife and stuff, I feel like my wife and I, as a unit, can get through this without broadcasting it to the world.
Okay.
Maybe eventually, when the time is right and I'm past it.
Yeah. And that's totally up to you whenever you feel comfortable talking about it.
Right now, I think I'm just going to keep everything the way it is.
Yeah.
And maybe down the road, if it's something that I want to open up, then I'll do that. But I really want to just focus on beating it first.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you do have some close friends too that know. So if you feel like bringing them into letting them know that you're starting detox.
Other shoulders to cry on, basically. It's not just
not even. Just to have people in your corner supporting you, because we've talked that you do have some close friends that know about it, and I'm sure they would love to kind of cheer you on through this process.
They do, yeah.
So you have a great little corner of cheerleaders now.
Yeah.
So now we can move forward.
Yes, we can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, in order to move forward, in order to start treatment, treatment is our next step. When we were talking about when we filled out our contract and made that together, telling your wife was first step, getting her support was next.
That was the hard part.
And now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Now we gotta get you into a program and get you through this.
So
are you still feeling confident and everything, and you're ready to do this?
I'm about as confident as I'm ever gonna be.
Awesome.
Confident, I don't know, but I know the fact of the matter is with the baby on the way, I gotta do this. If not for me, if not for my wife, for my daughter,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good. So in terms of a treatment, there's programs that are inpatient programs, which means that you would actually go into a program and stay there for a detox and stay there however long they feel necessary for you to become clean. And then there's a program that's called an outpatient program, which is more like you living at home and then going to a treatment center every day or whatever their scheduling is, and doing it that way.
So, all right. So I have some questions about that. Jeez, you know, I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to do it just outpatient. Like if I was just at home or around it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I don't want to be confined and locked down. I can't be like locked down in a place or confined for like months on end. I don't know how long this stuff takes. Like, what do you think?
Well, there's a lot of different programs in our area. I mean, especially in Boston, we have great programs all around. So I'm sure that we can find a program that fits you and will make you feel comfortable within the program.
Is there like a little bit of like a little column A, a little column B? Like I mean, is it always like if I go inpatient somewhere, am I going to be there for like a month? Or how is that going to work out?
So I can't answer that question.
Okay.
We're going to have to refer you to a treatment facility. They'll do an initial assessment, and then they can give you the answers as to how long you'll have to be in the program and that kind of thing. But what I can do is I can start researching programs that fit, that I think that, because I feel like I know you pretty well now.
I totally trust your judgment.
I can find,
best.
okay, I can find a program that I feel will be a good fit for you. I do think that we should start with an inpatient program for you, just because I feel that's the level of treatment that you need at this time.
Okay.
But like I said, I will find one that isn't so confined, and we'll try to give you some kind of freedom, or make you feel like you're not locked down in a straitjacket.
Right.
You know, a place where your wife can come visit as much as she needs to, your friends can come visit, a place that I think that you'll feel comfortable in.
So is that something that's like detox, or is that something that covers everything, or
so
how does that
it
work?
depends on the program.
Okay.
But it will definitely be detox. I mean, I believe, I've never worked for a detox or an addiction facility before, but my understanding is that detox is what comes first.
Right.
And then after the initial detox, however long that takes you, then there will be, you know, I want to say a recovery period.
Like an aftercare type of deal?
Kind of like an aftercare, but I mean, aftercare still in inpatient program. And then they will probably discharge you, and then you'll be put in an outpatient program.
Okay.
And then from there, I know that you'll probably be introduced to the NA, Narcotics Association, and that's like the 12-step, just like AA for alcohol. I'm sorry, not association, Narcotics Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right. Because I don't want to be associated with
No.
I'm just joking, sorry.
There's a little brain fart. Narcotics Anonymous, just like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Got it.
But it's a 12-step program, and you'll probably become part of that community, and that will be something to help you continue once you are reintegrated into your regular life.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people that say, like after they got on treatment, they've been clean for a while, and whenever they get thoughts about going back and using, you get frustrated, and it triggers, so the best thing is get to one of those meetings.
Yes.
So maybe that's something.
They're very helpful for a lot of people.
Cool.
So we'll set you up with that.
Great.
But that's not until down the road. So for right now, we're looking at, do you have a good understanding of kind of what we're
and
going to be
in terms of
moving forward?
like checking out these places?
Yep.
So you're going to check in.
I'm going to research the areas for you, the different facilities. One question I have for you: you're from Chelsea. Would you want to have an inpatient facility in Chelsea, or would you be more comfortable if I found one that was a little further away from home?
To be honest, I would just say, I would say